Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to talk about pips. So I'm going to show you how to calculate pips for currency pairs like Euro USD, GBP USD, pairs like that. I'm also going to show you how to calculate pips for JPY pairs. Also, I'm going to show you how to calculate pips for gold. If this is what you're interested in, please consider sticking around and make sure you watch the video until the end. I promise you at the end of this video you'll be able to understand how to calculate your pips in a very simple way. So let's dive straight into today's video. Pip stands for percentage in points. Okay, this word pip, it stands for percentage in points. Now let's have a clear definition of what a pip is. A pip is the smallest price movement a currency pair can make. It's usually the last decimal place of a price quote. Now, take for example, if Euro USD moves from 1.1050 to 1.1051, if you should calculate this, what you're going to get will be 0.0001 equals to 1 pip. Euro USD, you can see this last digit here is what is called a pip. There are brokers that quote currency pairs beyond the standard 4 and 2 decimal places. Now, if you should go on your chart, you see that the standard is not what brokers are quoting currency pairs. Okay, the standard is supposed to be in 4 decimal places, like what I just showed you here. They're supposed to be quoted in 4 decimal places like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one being the pip. But if you check your chart, you notice that they are not quoted in 4 decimal places, rather they are quoted in 5 decimal places. Okay, even this one 2 here is for JPY pair. The standard is supposed to be in 2 decimal places, but if you check your JPY pair, you see that they are quoted in 3 decimal places. But let's just focus on currency that has 5 decimal places first. Okay, look at here. In 5 decimal places, this is Euro USD. Let's see, in 5 decimal places, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 5th number is what is called a pip. This is a pip, but this last one here, since they are quoted in 5 decimal places, it is called a pip. Now let's continue. In 4 decimal places, 1 pip is equal to 0.0001. All right, in 5 decimal places, 1 pip is equal to 0.00001. You can see here they are quoted in 5 decimal places. Let's count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Due to the fact that currency pairs are quoted in 5 decimal places, it tends to be difficult for us to calculate our pips accurately. Okay, so now this is what we are going to do. We are going to convert pipettes to a pip. 10 pipettes is equal to 1 pip, just like 60 seconds make 1 minute. Okay, 10 pipettes is equal to 1 pip. Now, if we are to convert these pipettes to a pip, 1 pip here is equal to 0.00010. This 10 pipette is what we brought down here, which is 10. So you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are quoted in 5 places. You have to pay attention to this formula, this number here, because this is what we are going to use to calculate our pip. Now, these are the steps we are going to use to calculate our pips. The first step is to identify the price movement. I'm going to show you that quickly. The second step will be to identify the difference between 2 prices. And the third step will be to divide the price difference by 0.00010. Now let's go. To determine the price movement, first you have to take the current price of where you want to pick an entry. Okay, then the second thing you have to do is just for you to pick the price of where you want to place your stop loss. Let's say you want to determine where you're going to place your stop loss, so just pick the price of that particular level. Okay, the second step is what? To determine the difference between the 2 prices. Now let's go back. Okay, what you're going to do is to subtract this from this. After subtracting mine, this was what I got: 0.0022. This is the second step. Now the third step, divide the price difference by 0.00010. This particular formula is for currencies that are quoted in 5 decimal places. All right, now let's go back. Look at here, this is the price here. I divided it by 0.00010 to get these pips now. So after dividing this, I got 22 pips. So this is how to calculate pips for GBP USD, Euro USD, pairs that are quoted in 5 decimal places. Okay, let me quickly show you this on the chart. This is my MT5. The first step is to determine the price movement. Let's say this is the current price here. What you have to do is just to take down the current price. Look at the current price of this one, 1.24542. Take down the current price of where you want to pick an entry. The next step you want to take is to also take down the current price of where you want to place your stop loss. Okay, let's say you want to determine your stop loss. Take down the price of where you want to place your stop loss like this now. This is the first step. Take down the price difference, the price of your entry and the price of your stop loss. Okay, that's the first step. The second step is to determine the difference. Okay, determine the difference between both prices. All right, so what you're going to do is to subtract this from your entry price. Okay, just subtract the value here from your entry price. Whatever you have, you are going to convert that to P. The third step is to use that formula that I showed you to divide the answer you got, which is 0.00010. So that is how to get it. Now when I divided this, I got 30.4 pips. Now let's confirm it. I also want to use this medium to show you another means you can calculate this. So I'm going to confirm it from here to this point. This is like 30.2 pips. It's almost the same thing. If you want to calculate for your take profit, the same thing is what you're going to do. The first thing is to take the price of where you want to pick an entry. After taking down the price, also take down the price of where you want to place your stop loss and subtract this from this. Whatever you have, divided by 0.00010. So that is how to calculate it manually. In case you just want to quickly calculate it with your phone, that is how to do it. Now let's look at JPY pairs. These pairs are quoted in 3 decimal places. For example, 194.513. You can see here they are quoted in 3 decimal places, but the standard is in 2 decimal places. All right, so this last one here is called a pipette. All right, so how can we convert this to a pip? 1 pip is equal to 0.01. All right, if it's in pipettes, 1 pipette is equal to 0.001, but 1 pip is equal to 0.01. Now take note of this formula, because this formula is what we are going to use to calculate our pip. Let's forge ahead. The steps to calculate pips is to determine the price movement. All right, the price movement for this, let's say this is the actual price you want to pick your entry from. Write that down. Let's say you want to determine where you're going to place your stop loss, right? So write down the price, and the second step is to get the difference between these two prices. All right, now I just brought down this. This is the first and this is the second. I subtracted this from this to get this value here. So this is the value we got, 0.298. Now to convert this to pip, what we are going to do is to bring this point here down. Look at here, and we are going to divide it by 0.01. So after dividing mine by 0.01, I got 29.8 pips. This is approximately 30 pips. Let me show you this on the chart. This is a chart here. Let's say you want to pick an entry, and this is where you want to pick an entry from. This is where you want to place your stop loss, and this is where you want to place your take profit. All right, so the first step is to determine the price movement. 1, get the price of where you want to pick an entry, write it down. Also get the price of where you want to place your stop loss, write it down. Then subtract this current price from this one here, whatever you have as your value, divide it by 0.01 for your JPY pairs. Or if you don't want to do it manually, you can just use this to calculate from here and go all the way up like this. Okay, so this first numbers you are seeing here is the price. Okay, then the second one is the bars, 16 bars from this entry price to where you want to place your stop loss. That's like 16 bars. And the third number you are seeing is the pips. All right, that is like 54.2 pips. Okay, now let me show you for your take profit. For take profit, you're still going to follow the same formula. First, take down the price of where you want to pick an entry. just write down this price here. Also take down the price of where you want to place your take profit. What you have to do is to subtract this from this. Okay, after subtracting the value you get, just divide it by 0.01. You just get the number of pips you want to work with. Or you can just this stuff here, calculate from here, just bring it down like this to get the value. This first number you are seeing here is the price. Then the second one is 32 bars. The third number is, that's 128 pips, 0.7. Okay, so from this point down here, this is like 128 pips. So that is how to calculate it manually, or you can just use it to calculate it. I'm also going to show you how to calculate pips for gold. For gold, gold is quoted in 2 decimal places. Look at here. This is 2741.76. They are quoted in 2 decimal places, right? So 1 pip is equal to 0.10. This formula is what we are going to use to calculate our pip. So take note of it. 1 pip is equal to 0.10. So we are still going to follow the steps I outlined to calculate our pips. The first step is to determine the price movement, right? Let's say this is the current price of where you want to pick an entry. The first thing here is determine the price of where you want to pick an entry. Just write down the price. The second thing you do is get down the price of where you want to place your take profit, or if it's for stop loss, then the second step is to get the difference between both prices. Okay, so look at here, I brought this one down here minus this price here, 4.88 points. All right, so this point here, in order to get our pips, we are going to convert this to pips. To convert this to pip, we are going to bring this value here, or this point down, 4.88, and we are going to divide it by 0.10. That's the formula, 0.10. We want to divide whatever value you got or point you got by 0.10. You are just going to get your pips, right? So this is it. The answer is 48.8 pips, approximately 49 pips. So this is how to calculate your pips. Let me just show you on the chart. Okay, so this is gold. The first step is to determine the price movement. Here you can see here they are quoted in 2 decimal places. Here you can see here, right? The first step is to get the price down. This is the price here. Just write down the price of your entry, like your entry price, write it down. The second step is to get the price of where you want to place your stop loss. Okay, let's say this is where you want to place your stop loss. Just get the price down, subtract the current price from the price of where you want to place your stop loss, whatever you have, divide it by 0.10. You just get your accurate pips. Okay, if it's for take profit, the same thing you're going to do, get your entry price, also get the price of where you want to place your take profit. Okay, subtract this price from this one. Okay, whatever you have, divide it by 0.10. All right, so that is how to calculate pips for JPY pairs, gold, and other pairs that has like 5 decimal places. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing to the channel and also give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. See you guys in my next video. Bye.